Okay, this is our cabana, our outbuilding, if you will. You see these screws over here? See those screws right there? Those are deck screws. Okay, so I'd rather see nails, but deck screws are okay. There's nothing wrong with them being there. Those are allowed. But see these screws right here? Those are roof covering screws, and they're not rated for a deck. They're not rated for a deck. Also, I got a little stress coming out here. Can you see how this little, see how that guy's bent? So deck screws, deck screws, deck screws. But some of these screws around here, and I can find some more. GFSI, deck screws, deck screws, deck screws, deck screws, deck screws, and then again we've got those little, okay, wrong kind of screws. Wrong kind of screws. Move over here. We got a grill, okay, a gas grill that does not work. Another thing I can't find about this gas grill, I can't find the piping. I can't find out how to turn it off. Okay, how to turn the gas off if you get an emergency. Okay, got a nice little sink over here. I've been around the hot water for a little while. Don't feel any. Okay, are you reversed? It's possible because the handles are reversed. I don't know. So come around here. How do you get to the gas piping for this thing? I can't. How do you get the plumbing for this thing? For the sink? What if you got a leak under there? What if you got that? What if you want to change something out? What if? Maybe it's on this side. Oh, no, it's not on this side. I see a gas pipe over here that's never been installed. Okay, so I don't know how this fits up here exactly, but it's capped off with the gas, and there is no plumbing access over here. Is there some around the corner? No, there's not. Okay. Coming over here, we got some high soil around our fireplace chimney. Yeah, we do. What is this? Level grading and drainage, crawdad holes. Think water can You think wind-driven rain can get up in there? I do. There you go. Going up in there, you wind-driven rain. Okay. Trees closer than 25 feet to the structure. Moving on along. Look at you. That's kind of interesting the way these columns stick out from the roof right there. Brick is porous. That's probably not the best design. Probably not. Rain gutter discharging too close. At least these posts over here. Now we're getting into engineering, because usually, okay, out of the box, posts are not supposed to be spaced wider than 8 feet. But you come in here and you have a whammer jammer 8 by 8 inch post, you know, everything on these posts. Now here's something to look at. Here's something to consider. See, this right here is a cedar. This right here is called checking, and I'm told that it does not affect the strength of the post at all. That's what I've learned. Okay, we got our little quarter round around in this one. There you go. We don't have it over around this one. I guess we got tired and gave it up. But these checks, okay, it's typical to the building material, does not affect the strength, okay? It's not going to fall down or anything like that. I was researching checking many years ago when I was just a young buck. And I went to the lumber yard. I wanted to know about this stuff. And they said, well, no, it's purely aesthetic, and it just depends on if you want to put the stick on your truck or not. You know, after a while it gets left, nobody else wants it, and you need one, and that's what you get in, that's what you end up with. You know, I mean, sometimes that's the way it works, I guess. But you know, I kind of call it out to your attention right there. Rolling on around, because we're rollers. What are you, on or off? Okay. Turning everything on that I can. Oh, party lights. See this? This is the way I would do it. because I'm a hypocrite. But on my report, I'm going to tell you that novelty lights should not be installed in a permanent application. Got a little fridge over here. I don't know if it works or not. It doesn't necessarily feel cold, but it's got power. I can see the lights on in there. But I don't know if it's been turned down. I don't know if it's been turned off. I don't know if it doesn't work. Again, fridges are beyond the scope, so I'm just calling your attention to it. Moving on along. We're still running some water here to see how it works. Oh, here's something how something works. Look at this. Water collects here. Water collects right in here. How about that? Okay. Moving over here. Got a GFCI that will not reset. Okay. TREC GFCI inside Cabana will not reset. Water collects inside the Cabana floor southeast and northeast corners. Moving on along, see these cracks? Concrete does two things. It gets hard and cracks. Okay, so when I'm evaluating flat work, I've got a few protocols that I use. And one of those protocols is it narrow at the perimeter? Okay, that's a good thing. Not necessarily a great thing, but that's a good thing. It doesn't mean that the foundation is not heaving, causing water to collect in these corners. It doesn't mean that at all. It's just that if it goes to the corners, it's a more severe crack. Another thing is the crack wider than a 32nd of an inch? And is it wider than a 32nd of an inch in more than one location? And it is. It's wider than 32nd of an inch in a few locations. And then the third, the piece of resistance, is it in plane? Okay, can you roller skate over it? And it is in plane. That's the most important critiquing point. So it is in plane. We do have some heaving, causing water to collect. And the cracks are a little wide. So, is it going to fall down? No. Is it going to run down the street? No. You going to be able to enjoy a nice steak, a cigar, and a beer out here? Yeah. But, no. So we got our fireplace in here. It's a wood-burning fireplace. And we'll look at the roof here in a little bit. Oh, and the water's collecting inside the bench, too. See all that green moss in there? Okay. How's it doing? We got hot water yet? Sure don't. We're going to keep it going. So it looks like you have hot water out here, but you don't. It looks like you have a grill out here, but you don't. It looks like you have a refrigerator out here, but it's questionable. Your GFCI is not working. Okay, so how's this fireplace working? We got these bricks. Okay, so they're supposed to be here. It keeps the ashes in and stuff. I get it. Over here. Oh, it's prefab metal. Okay. Laying down on the job, bud. Might as well get a good view. How come that fan's not working? I've turned everything on. Must be that GFCI. We don't have a damper. A little metal flue. Hello. Can we see up there? Show us what you got. Okay. We got little weeps over here. Our lintle's still rusting. How about that? Let's see. Got some surface cracks around here. Yeah, we do.